Ciao everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. As someone who loves to thrift for clothing, I have found that the best deals on secondhand clothes are to be found at weekly markets. These are the markets that happen on the same days each week. Some of the ones that I've been to are in Alessandria, Asti, Casale, and they're all over the country. These are the places where real Italians shop, not just for produce, but also household items, and there are new clothes as well. But I have found these markets to be a treasure trove of secondhand clothing. I wasn't planning on filming any content today. We were in Alessandria for some immigration business, but I wanted to show you that the real deals, at least the real deals when it comes to clothing, secondhand, are to be found at the market. And I think I see someone ahead where there are just piles of used clothes to sift through, and they're usually rock bottom prices. So just to give you an idea, it's kind of hard to dig and film. Kind of like the same kind of things that you would see in an American thrift store. Just you kind of have to dig instead of things hanging on hangers. It's kind of like the bins at Goodwill if you have any experience with that. So this is, like I said, the regular weekly market, and I think there's 2 days. This place has some handbags and shoes, but this is Thursday mornings in Alessandria, and I don't think I've ever been here for this one, but there are way more clothing stalls than I've ever seen before. So if you are interested, this is the day to come, and we're going to definitely come back here because now I know. Okay, this is interesting. This is all scarves, so I'm definitely going to have a much closer look. And as you can see, everything is €1. Beautiful fabric. Alright, I'm gonna stop filming now because this is a two-hand operation here. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's for your
nice vintage piece. Wool jacket, collar buttons, some like probably faux leather trim. Look at this vest. It seems very vintage, doesn't it? I feel like this is something I would have worn in the early 80s. Ciao, it's me, Kathy. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to make a quick video now that we're deep in sweater weather. I have thrifted some really amazing sweaters since I've been here in Italy, some very recently and others last winter and fall. So I wanted to show some of them to you and also show you how I have styled them in the past or plan to wear them this winter. This first sweater, I'm so excited. This was the most recent one that I thrifted. It was at the weekly market in Asti on one of those tables with just piles and piles of sweaters that you had to just keep looking through. And when I saw this one, I was just intrigued by the color and the style. I looked at the brand, and the brand was Altea, which I did not recognize, but I looked at the fabric, and what I saw was that it was 50% wool and 50% yak. I'm going to insert some pictures of yaks here, and I thought right away, wow, this seems like it could be a very high quality sweater. It's very soft. I looked it over very carefully. There aren't any holes or pulls in it. You know, you're taking a chance because you don't get to try it on, but just looking at it, I knew maybe even if it were a bit oversized, that would be fine with me. So I looked up the brand Altea. It looks like they are based out of Milan. So there are male and female models on their website, but it seems like most of the models are male. So this could be a men's sweater, but I don't care. Anyway, the sweaters on the website are really expensive, anywhere from like 200 euro up to like 600 euro. So when I saw this one and it was only 3 euro, I thought I'm gonna take a chance and buy it, and it turns out it's perfect and I love it. It's really nice quality. Here I am wearing it just with some black trousers. I know it's not like super creative, but you know, this is the kind of style that I like, just kind of simple, easy, classic, sometimes with a little twist. But I'm wearing just some like square toe ballet flats. Well, they're not flat, they do have a little bit of a heel, but this is the kind of outfit that I would have worn when I was teaching full-time in the US, or maybe I would wear it to go out to dinner. And here is another look with the same sweater. This time I have flipped up the turtleneck. I'm doing the French tuck, which I did with the black pants too. I've read that that is not considered like the style anymore, but you know, you do what makes you happy, and a little bit of a French tuck makes me happy. And you know, with a big oversized sweater like this, it's nice to have a little bit of definition. So here I'm pairing it with some just kind of like baggy boyfriend style jeans. I've cuffed them a little, you can see. I'm wearing it with some kind of chunky Chelsea boots, and this is just a perfect cozy cold weather outfit that I can't wait to wear. I should have said this at the beginning, but if you're wondering what credentials I have for giving any kind of style tips or advice, I don't have any. Just, you know, things that I've learned that work for me and that I like from years of experience of getting dressed and thrift shopping, and I just really like clothes and, you know, putting together outfits. So you can be inspired or take it with a grain of salt, it's up to you. But anyway, this sweater, I got this at the Il Mercante in Vercelli. They have a clothing section where it's by weight. So this sweater was in that section, and it's definitely very vintage. You can just tell by the look of the zipper on it, and I think it's probably wool. It's very heavy. As a matter of fact, because it was by weight, I didn't save the receipt, but I think it was like €6. It zips up, it has a collar, and the brand is Brown Pit. I looked online, I could not find anything. I'm wondering if it's somehow related to the universities. I don't know, but if anybody has any ideas, please let me know in the comments. But anyway, it's navy blue. I don't know if you can tell from there. And it kind of has like a shorter length. I wore this to teach my English students like 2 weeks ago, this exact outfit with the turtleneck and wide leg, kind of gray jeans. And a few of the girls in the class complimented the sweater. And if you've ever taught high school students, you know that this is high praise. And I really like this sweater a lot because I think this style is very much of the moment, or maybe it's just timeless. I don't know. And if you just hang on to things long enough, it comes back in style. But yes, this is another very cozy wool sweater that I look forward to getting a lot of wear out of this winter. I have worn the heck out of this cardigan that I thrifted last winter, and I don't even remember where it was. It was definitely at a weekly market. I definitely dug for this one. Maybe it was in Casale, but it is half wool and then half viscose, and it's like kind of like a speckled black, gray, and white pattern, and it's a cardigan, obviously. And here I've paired it with kind of this fun graphic tee that I thrifted in the US. And these are the same jeans I was wearing in the last outfit, but I forgot to mention I got these on Vinted, which is an online secondhand seller. And I can look up how much these pants were, but I've worn them a lot too. This was last year. I've been seeing all these videos of Winona Ryder doing the rounds for the last season of Stranger Things. And she is wearing so many different graphic tees, and I just have been very inspired, and it makes me want to like keep my eyes peeled for more graphic tees because I just think they look really cool. But it's really versatile and it kind of goes with everything. So you can throw this over all kinds of t-shirts, maybe like a chambray shirt, or maybe a turtleneck. I think I've even worn it like over a striped like Breton style shirt. I guarantee, even though I don't really remember exactly where I got it, I'm sure I did not pay more than €5 for it. Okay, for my final look, I mean, I have more, but I'm sure there's just so much you can take of this. I wanted to recreate an outfit that I wore a couple weekends ago when we went out to dinner to celebrate my getting my permesso di soggiorno, or my residence card. And this sweater I got also at Il Mercante in Vercelli, the place where you buy clothing by weight. This one's super light, so it was really, really inexpensive. I want to say under €3. It's like a really kind of sheer weave. I mean, I have to wear a tank underneath. It also has like this really like wide boat neckline, which I love. It's like a deep blue, and I'm pairing it with the skirt that I got at that vintage store in Novara that I featured in a previous video called Strange Oddities. I've worn it in the summer, but it's also another really kind of versatile piece because pairing it with some black tights and ankle boots, you can wear it in the winter with a sweater like this. And I just loved this outfit. It made me feel good wearing it. And I really, really like this sweater. Thank you for watching. I hope that you liked seeing these sweaters that I've thrifted both in flea markets and also in thrift stores in Italy over the past year or so. Let me know which outfit was your favorite. Hopefully you didn't hate all of them. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!